These are the worst YouTubers of 2023, and we're starting off with Logan Paul. After being exposed in December of last year for scamming people with his cryptozoo project, he apologized, made a very sincere apology. It felt like a very forced apology, but he did apologize, and he said he was going to refund the people that were scammed. And he said that in January of this year, 2023, and now we're in December, the last day of December, and he still has not refunded anybody. No, not a single person has gotten their money back, not one, which begs the question, what the hell has he been doing this past year? And allegedly, the only offer Logan Paul gave to the victims was a 5 to 10% of their losses. That's it. That's nothing. That's not gonna help anybody. No, of course nobody accepted that. And if you still support Logan Paul and say that he never scammed anyone because he never cashed out, then you're delusional as fuck, and that's what he wants you to think. Then what about all those other cryptocurrencies that he promoted, like the Ding Dong and multiple others? Those he made a big profit off of. And we're not talking about those. He don't talk about those, right? Why doesn't he talk about those? He definitely deserves prison time, because how can someone blatantly scam people and get away with it? I still don't know how this motherfucker has fans. Like, he doesn't care about any of you. None of you. He cares nothing at all about you. If you think, oh, Logan Paul cares about his fans, he's doing the right thing, trying to help people get their money back. No, he's not. He don't give a fuck about you or anybody. All he cares about is his wallet, making that wallet bigger and adding some more zeros to his bank account. That's all he fucking gives a fuck. He don't care if he scams people, as long as he gets what he wants, which is money. He's a greedy son of a bitch. But a YouTuber who does love his fans, maybe a little bit too much, is Dream. This year, Dream has had multiple accusations against him for allegedly being a pedo. One of the accusations was that he sent moaning videos to one of his fans, but it's just an accusation. There was no actual proof or evidence that that was actually Dream. It could have been any random guy. Those allegations could be fake. They could all be fake, or they could all be real. We won't really know. But the way Dream was acting on Twitter trying to defend himself was just a little bit too much, which is why he's on this list. Just stay off of Twitter. Like, stop. Can't get his thumbs off of Twitter for some reason. Also, the fact that Dream would post all these thirst traps kind of didn't really help his case. It would kind of seem believable that he would groom his fans, so that's why it was kind of hard. He knows that he has a really young audience, and in his response, he did debunk a lot of these accusations and made it seem like people still somehow didn't like the response and think he's still a pedo, even though he debunked so much in that video. But the same can be said about Colleen Bellinger, who was exposed for inappropriately texting her underage fans and also sending one of them her underwear in the mail. There's a lot of stuff she was accused of, and a lot of evidence came out against her, and that's when she released the infamous apology video, the apology video to end all apology videos, the final boss of terrible apology videos. She decided to sing her apology video, with an original song, and the reason being that she decided to sing her apology was because her legal team apparently told her not to talk about the situation. So she opened her third eye and found a loophole. Oh, she's a genius. If she can't talk about it, she can sing it. But in all seriousness, she didn't really apologize. That was a terrible video. She basically said that she's made mistakes in the past and she's changed, and everybody makes mistakes. Why are they all trying to cancel her? Yeah, we've all made mistakes. No one's perfect. We're all human. But also, I've never had a sexually explicit conversation with minors, and I'm guessing a majority of the people don't. So that's why they're hating on you. That's why they're trying to cancel you. It's not like you said a bad slur 10 years ago. No, this is something worse than that. So I don't know why she's playing the victim and saying she wasn't in the wrong. This whole apology video is basically her not apologizing, not admitting guilt, and also shitting on cancel culture. Just like this other YouTuber, Blair, aka Illuminaughti, who was called out for being a toxic person behind the scenes. and harass people she did not like or agree with. She would hire people to dig up dirt on people she disliked just so she could use it against them, and also demeaning her ex-boyfriends to the point where one of them was considering ending it all. And in her apology video, she was also playing the victim and saying that she was the only one actually working on the Sad Meal Company, which was a collective group of other big YouTubers, and the other YouTubers were being lazy and slacking off, not working on the company, and also claiming another YouTuber, Wonderstruck, didn't do his job and he would miss deadlines most of the time, as well as harass other members of the group. And it turns out all what Blair said in her apology video was all fake. It was all lies. When Wonderstruck made a long statement on Twitter debunking all of Blair's lies and false accusations, and stating she was the one harassing people, including himself and many other YouTubers as well. And many other YouTubers responded to her video and demonstrating that everything she mentioned in the video was a lie. Luckily, after the well-deserved backlash that Blair received, she lost over 300,000 subscribers on her channel, and her views plummeted from averaging almost 200,000 views per video to now struggling to reach 50,000 views per video. Before we get to our final worst YouTuber, I want to give a dishonorable mention to other pretty bad YouTubers this year. These are not the worst of the worst, but they're up there. Jack Doherty has been one of the most insufferable, obnoxious, annoying pieces of shit YouTubers and streamers this year, who also still thinks and acts like a child. From blatantly trying to pick fights with people in public then having his security protect him like a fucking child that he is, to being a prick to others. I don't know how people like this guy. I don't know how people watch him. I'm guessing most of them are kids, teenagers in high school, but still, you can't be that stupid to actually still like this guy. Like, come on, I was dumb in high school, but I wasn't this dumb to actually want to idolize and watch this guy every fucking day. And FuzzyTube also agrees with me, having physical altercations with him. This year, Fuzzy got back into the spotlight with streaming. He grew a large audience on Twitch, and when his bank account started to get bigger and his view counts were getting bigger, that's when his ego hits the roof. I do believe he has mental health, I really do believe that, but he uses that as an scapegoat to condemn all the terrible shit that he does to people, like berating them and being condescending towards other people, acting like he's God and they are way below him. They are not on his level, including Neon, who also had physical altercations with Fuzzy, as well as being an obnoxious person himself. Neon, just like Fuzzy, is greedy, who only cares about money, fame, and also attention. It does not matter if he gets good or bad publicity, as long as people know who he is, and his streams are proof of that, as he tries to make shocking content just so people would post it online and it could get millions of impressions. It could be him making racist remarks to someone or fat shaming. He does not care as long as he gets attention. And another YouTuber who's also an irresponsible person who creates unethical content purely for the purpose of getting views. And guess what? He's a Mr. Beast clone, Phidias. He doesn't think about the effects the content he makes will have on the world. Like this video where he's traveling across Japan for free, where he would hide and run away from the police after riding the train for free without paying. Pretty big no-no in Japan. Also in another video where he stalked Elon Musk like a creep just so he can hug him. And he did get the hug though, and it felt very awkward as fuck. And his other video where he stole something from a homeless person, like a sleeping mat. He stole it from a homeless person just so he can use it for his challenge. He has no awareness of the things that he does. This man has no morality at all and acts without considering the possible outcome of his own actions. And the most terrible person that has no ethical morals at all and never thinks about the consequences of her own actions is
I have a YouTube. It's Sexy Sniper.
You guys are fucking stupid and you guys have no fucking lives.
Your job is literally sitting in front of a camera for like an hour, a couple hours a day.
Turned a skirt, which means I'm $70 richer, which is $70 I never would have had.
How can you be so wrong in this video?
You said I have low self-esteem.
Sssniperwolf. She's definitely one of the worst YouTubers, if not the worst YouTuber of 2023, and possibly even the last decade, because she has done some egregious, unforgiving things this past decade, like flaking on a girl with cancer just because she's too busy in her Hollywood life to have a 5-minute phone call with a poor girl dying of cancer. And this year she doxed another YouTuber, Jacksfilms, posting his address online to her millions of followers on Instagram, trying to like force him to come out of his home to confront her because she was angry at him because he made videos criticizing her reaction content. And also the aftermath was her shaming him on Twitter, her and her sister. She clearly had no remorse for what she did because she only apologized after YouTube basically forced her to. If not for YouTube forcing her to apologize, I don't think she ever would have apologized, to be honest. After the fiasco with Jacksfilms, she got into more drama with another YouTuber named Aziland. Sssniperwolf was exposed for apparently stealing and replicating Aziland's content and her video style. And Sssniperwolf fought back. She stood on her ground, claiming that she was the first one to do that video style and that Aziland was stealing from her. But with some hard evidence against Sssniperwolf that Aziland proved, Sssniperwolf stayed quiet after that. You see, Sssniperwolf is a person who pretends to be the happy-go-lucky, humble person on camera, but behind the scenes, when the camera turns off, she's an evil entity who berates men and women, especially women. She's a misogynist. That's right, women can be misogynists too. She constantly bashes women's physical appearance for no reason at all, saying that they have fake boobs, fake ass, fake body, fake face, everything fake, and that she's the only real person and her body's real and natural, which in reality she's had some surgeries. She still denies it because she's a hypocrite. She makes videos catered towards kids, and these kids idolize her. And this is what kids look up to. This is what kids aspire to be like. If the kids watching her videos only knew about the dark history that Sssniperwolf has, they wouldn't keep watching her. Now watch this video where I cover the entire dark history of Sssniperwolf. And that's pretty much it.